cat people, how are you today? I am Catlady Antigoni, and with this makeup look I'm doing a get ready with me while I'm talking how and why I came to Sweden. Alright, let me explain you what I'm gonna do in today's video. Basically, it's a get ready with me. I'm gonna get ready to go on a date with my boyfriend, and while I'm doing this I would like to tell you the story, like how I came to Sweden, what's my experience here as a Greek, and all the stuff like that. I recently got a comment about this, like tell us your story, it's gonna be interesting. And I remember that I have done a video, but it's quite old, it's like 2 years ago or more than that, so I would like to revisit the whole thing. I would like to add some new stuff that I have experienced from them, and all in all I think that it's an interesting story because I have seen a lot of you being new here in this channel, so you probably don't know anything about it. So yeah, if you're ready for this, let's start! Before I start with my story, let me start doing my makeup because I don't want to be late. Alright, today I'm starting with Urban Decay and Primer Potion as always, and for today's makeup I have decided to go with grey and purplish tones because I feel like it's been a while since I have done such a makeup and I kind of missed these colors, so I find it a great opportunity to do so. Today I'm giving a second chance at the palette Smoke and Mirrors from Glosscoats, and from this palette I'm gonna take this dark grey right here, which is called Smoke So, and I'm planning to apply it at the outer part of my corner right here. Let's see how the whole thing will perform. I hope that it's gonna work because I really wanna be pretty at my date. Anyway, let's start with my story. Let me tell you some things about my background. I remember myself as a child having a very deep admiration about all the Nordic countries, their songs, their mythology, their languages, everything. I wouldn't say that it was specifically for Sweden and not Norway or Denmark, for example, but I loved having to do research about all these, having to hear music from the Nordic countries and all the stuff. So I started from a very young age thinking about what if I could go there at some point. I will continue with this light pink, kind of like dusty pink I would say. It is called Pebble, and I'm gonna take a fluffy brush like this one. This is from Beauty Bay. And I'm gonna continue to smoke out the grey a little bit. Well, back to my story, and fast forward quite a lot years later, because I was finishing my studies. I have studied maths and I was kind of looking to find a university at a foreign country to collect more experience, to see like a different lifestyle, because back then I didn't really know what to do, if I want to stay in Greece, where I would like to work and stuff like that. I was still looking a little bit about my future, about myself, about my preferences and all this stuff. And then I found the university here in the city that I am right now, which was offering the program that I was very interested in, a program in cryptography and algebra. I don't know if you know about all this stuff, I'm not gonna go into details, it's gonna be way too technical for the video, and I think we are kinda losing the point. So let's say that I found a place in the university, I applied, I hope that they will accept me, which they did actually, and then the whole thing began. I'm gonna continue by applying the Fix Potion from Aden Cosmetics in order to make sure that I'm gonna do justice to all the metallic eyeshadows that I'm planning to use. And let me tell you something extra about my story. When I got accepted from uni and I was looking for an apartment to come here, I had a rule for myself, if I can say so. So basically I wanted the apartment or whatever the company, I didn't really know how things were working here, who accept me as a tenant, to accept my 2 furry babies as well. I have 2 cats, in case that you don't know. So I said that if they cannot accept my cats, I'm not going there. To my surprise, I found out that Sweden as a country is a very pet-friendly country. It wasn't that difficult to find an apartment, a student apartment, which the landlords would be okay with me having cats, something that made me very happy because I didn't have to change any of my plans, I didn't have to adapt, I didn't have to say no to this opportunity to do the masters here. So with this fixed as well, I planned my trip for August 2020, and at 10th of August I came to Sweden. I'm gonna continue my makeup by using this eyeshadow, which is called Up in the Smoke from the Gloss Codes palette. I really don't have very high expectations because I kinda know how it's working, but I said I'm giving it a second chance today, so let's see. You know, it's looking amazing when you apply it. The thing is, it's creasing a lot, and that's why I had a bad experience, not because of the color or the payoff or anything like this. I had a very bad experience because it was creasing like crazy and I didn't like this. One of the first things that I noticed when I came here was how accepting the society was with immigrants, with people from other countries. I found actually a lot of people from Europe, from other places of the world, and I saw how the Swedish people were kinda trying to include all us into activities, into fun stuff. And a little disclaimer here, this is my personal experience. This is how people treated me when I came here. And if you didn't have a similar experience, you don't have to be angry or anything like that. My comments will be open to discuss about anything you want. So I don't say that this might be a thing for everyone that came here, but for me it was, and this is what I want to share today. Next, I'm gonna take the Barbie palette, which is in collaboration with Glamlight, and from this palette I'm gonna choose this eyeshadow, which is called Superstar, and I'm gonna apply it to my inner corner. Well, back to my story. When I came here, I found that everyone was talking English, and it was extremely easy for me to communicate with people. I didn't really need to learn Swedish, but if I wanted to have a job, Swedish was kind of mandatory, which is absolutely reasonable for me. Well, I start looking where I can learn Swedish in a kind of efficient but affordable way, if I can say so, because I was a student back then and I didn't have that much money to spend in doing kind of like private lessons to learn the language, although that I know and I believe that this is the most efficient way. So I found out, with surprise one more time, that actually Sweden provides some lessons for free to the immigrants, and I applied to do that and they accepted me, and then I started going to school again. It was a very weird experience, you know, to say that I'm going to school while all these years I was going to uni and now I started my masters and stuff like that. To be honest, this school was not like absolutely the best, but this is okay. Like, of course I didn't expect to be absolutely the best, but it helped me a lot to kind of understand the basics of the language, to be able to find other people to practice, because as I told you, Swedish people are very keen on English, and whenever I was going to a shop and I was trying to say something in Swedish, they kind of understood that it's not my native language, quite obviously, and they switched to English to make me feel better, to make me not have to put a lot of effort in very simple communication, which is good, but on the other hand it's kind of bad because I didn't have the opportunity to practice and talk as much as I needed. So with the school, I suddenly had classmates to practice, I had a teacher to correct my mistakes, I had like a platform where I could practice a bit more with grammar and vocabulary exercises. It was very well organized. To me, the slightest problem was like we were a lot of students in the class. Of course I was expecting that, but on the other hand it was kind of difficult to have like individual time to speak in front of the class, in front of the teacher, to have like conversations with my teacher so they could correct my mistakes and stuff like that. But all in all, as an experience, it was a very good experience. It just was not excellent. Well, I graduated from the school. Meanwhile, I forgot to mention that I stopped my master's before I finished it because I found out that it wasn't a thing that was interested me that much anymore. I fell into makeup. I love doing makeup. I started my Instagram account. Later on I started this channel, so really I didn't have time and space in my schedule for something which was kind of in my head. So yeah, I don't know if I will go back to this at some point of my life, but definitely it's not something that's gonna happen right now. I'm going back to Smoke and Mirrors palette because I really want this palette to work, and it disappoints me more and more because I just found out that this smoke show, when I try to blend it, it blends into nothing, which is very bad. I'm trying to give you a second chance here, please work. No, it doesn't work. Anyway, I'm diving to Mirror. I'm gonna spray the brush and I'm gonna do the highlight here at my inner corner and a little bit under my eyebrow area. Well, I finished that school that I was talking about, and then I continued with the next school, the school that I'm attending right now, which is a little bit more extreme than the first school. I mean, here we are studying kind of even literature, which is quite amazing for me, and on the other hand, it's a little bit, wow, that's a little bit weird, because first of all, my primary concern is to be able to communicate very, very efficiently with all the people here. And secondly, I would like to dive into Swedish literature and stuff like that. All in all, I'm kind of happy with this school. And I feel that my level nowadays, if you're wondering about it, is quite good, I would say. I mean, I can do kind of like simple conversations with a lot of people. I'm very happy because I have Swedish friends and we are communicating in Swedish, we are talking to each other in Swedish, and I think that this is very, very good in comparison to where I was starting kind of like 2 years before, where I am right now. I'm very, very happy with all these. Now, when it comes to job, I wouldn't say that it's that easy to find a job without Swedish if you don't really have any specialization, I would say, if you don't have any masters at something, or this is my experience at least. Nowadays, I feel that with Swedish and the knowledge of Swedish, even at my level, things could be a lot easier, but all in all I feel that you need the language if you want to find a job here, which is quite reasonable. It's not something which I would say, oh my god, this is weird. No, it's not weird. Like in Greece you cannot find a job easily if you don't know Greek. It's quite obvious. I'm gonna continue by using this silver eye pencil. This is from Aden, and since I would like to keep this look kinda like more to the cool side, I feel that this will be perfect. Now, back to my story. When it comes to the people, I think that they are quite different from Greeks because they are a little bit more distant. And even though that this might be weird for a lot of you, I prefer this way because myself, I find it more kinda nice for me and my personality to be approached kinda more slowly and not in such an enthusiastic way. Yeah, as a person, I am super enthusiastic, but when I see people that I don't know, if I see kinda like a bomb of energy coming to hug me and kiss me and all this stuff, I kinda feel like, oh, give me a second here, give me a second. And it's something that I don't really see with Swedish people, and this really helps me to take my time and take it easy, and it's something that I appreciate when I meet new people, and I feel that it's a lot easier for me to do kind of like more human relationships in this way. So to me, this is a very, very nice thing. I'm gonna finish this look by using this palette from Cosmic Brushes. The palette is called Serenity, and from this palette I'm gonna take this eyeshadow. This is called Awake, and I'm gonna apply it at the bottom part of my eyes. Well, now if you want some details about my personal life, I have found a Swedish boyfriend. Wing, wing, wing. Basically, this person is kinda like the best. Is what I was dreaming for to have as a partner. He's so nice, so kind with me. We're having such a great time all these almost 3 years that we are together. Basically, he fulfilled all my dreams when it comes to the personality, when it comes to beauty standards, everything I wanted, he has it. I'm super, super happy with him. Unfortunately, we don't speak Swedish with each other because when we met, I only knew English and we started our communication in English, and it's very difficult to switch if you know someone and if you have established a communication way. It's super difficult. I don't know if you have anything similar as an experience with me. If you have, please tell me, have you ever switched? And if yes, tell me your tricks. I really want to know because I really want to switch at some point. Anyway, when it comes to the important stuff, he kind of pushed me to start with this channel. He's the editor for Instagram posts as well. And by the way, I would like to mention that when I say editor, I don't mean that he edits my makeup looks. I mean like he edits the background, here he's making the thumbnails, he's cutting the clips of the video, blah blah blah, a lot of technical details. But all in all, I'm super happy with my life here. I love Sweden, I love my boyfriend, I love my life, I don't wanna change anything, I have fulfilled my dreams. Alright, now I'm gonna turn off the camera, I'm gonna add some final details to this eye look, and then I will come back to finish the makeup and share some final thoughts about my whole experience in Sweden. And now it's time for the Greek word of the day. Well, in today's video I'm telling you my story, how I came to Sweden and all this stuff. That's why I decided to tell you the Greek word for story. So in Greek we say historia. Say it with me. I-sto-ri. Quite simple, right? Well, as always, I'm gonna ask you to try to write a comment down below using the word historia, or actually tell me the word in your own native language. And now I think it's time to fix my lips makeup. I think also you might be wondering what I have on my eyebrows, because it's a new product that you don't know about. Well, I have a new brow pomade from Aden Cosmetics. It's cruelty-free and vegan, and it's in the shade number 10. It's actually blue, so I love it so much. It's so opaque, as you can see. I'm in love with this product. That's why I'm letting you know about it. And now back to relevancy. Let me show you what I'm gonna do for my lips. First of all, I'm gonna start with this pencil from Morphe. It's called Harper and it's a blue one. And then I'm gonna apply this lipstick again from Aden Cosmetics. It is called Intuition. And then in the middle, I'm gonna apply this gray right here from the old Kat Von D series. Oh my god, what's the name? The name is Dagger, so I'm gonna start with this, and in the middle the gray. I think it's gonna be very interesting, but let's see. If I want you to keep anything from this video, is that you should never stop following your dreams, you should never stop believing in things, and although that some things might seem impossible or completely unrealistic, don't stop trying to achieve all them. Look at me. When I was a child, I really want to go to the north. Look at me here. I am in the north and I'm having the greatest time of my life. And that was it. This was our video for today. I hope you enjoyed my little story time. I hope that you had fun with this makeup look. See you on Friday with a more chatty video. Until then, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like this video and leave a comment. And also don't forget to follow me on TikTok and Instagram. Everywhere, my name is Catlady Antigoni and I will be very happy to see you there. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I appreciate you a lot. Well, have a nice day and